Hey everybody, Stephen Bogren here from Pro Physique. Today I want to talk about how to make your New Year's resolutions work. Hello everyone, welcome back to 2021. Oh man, I hope everyone had a wonderful New Year's, a wonderful holiday, and that everyone's doing great in the beginning of 2021. It's like this new thing, right? There's hope on the horizon if you look out about, right? The idea that things might actually get fucking somewhat normal again this year in a lot of places. So lots of good things to look forward to this year. And I think with 2020, there was this kind of ambient, like, ooh, I don't fucking know. And so, yeah, 2021, I think there's a little bit more hope. There's a little bit more, assumed certainty that things are going to get back to normal. I don't know what the fuck this is with that, but that's what it is. So I hope you guys are all feeling that out there as well in terms of just things. Just feeling a little bit lighter, a little bit better, hopefully, as we continue forward here with the idea that this year will be an improvement. Things will get better, that we'll be able to make progress again. And I think that this is a really important thing to talk about in terms of your New Year's resolution stuff. Because a lot of us still made those New Year's resolutions. A lot of us still made those fitness and health goals for this year. Especially since, like, this was a tough year to keep weight off. Like, you're at home, the gyms are closed, everything, like, So, let's talk about how do we make sure that we're achieving those goals? And how do we make sure that we're achieving those resolutions in terms of our health and fitness things? And I do think some of these will apply to probably everything. And what do we need to watch out for? So, the number one thing that I always warn people against, it's going to be difficult, is complete overhaul. If you are trying to change everything that you do, all of your normal daily habits, your entire eating schedule and history and preferences, guess what? It's going to be real tough. And it's probably not going to be sustainable. So what we want to be aware of, and the biggest caveat here, is slow, sustainable change. I know that at the new year we have, the ball drops and New Year starts. It's fucking exciting. It's this big thing. Life has changed. The calendar has turned. Hell yeah. However, remember, a lot of the times the next day and the day after that and the day after that, they might not have a huge difference in terms of the day-to-day feel of what are we doing with our habits, right? So what we want to do is we want to keep things similar. So it doesn't take quite so much effort. We only have so much effort. We only have so much attention. We only have so many hours and minutes in a day. So we want to use those well. So maybe instead of changing everything overnight or changing everything that week to be something that takes a lot of effort, that takes a lot, it empties our cup much more quickly, it might make more sense to make smaller changes, just a little bit of changes here and there that are much more manageable in terms of our mental reserves. Yeah, I like that. Mental reserves. So that we're not putting ourselves out every single day for every single thing that we do. If you have not been going to the gym or have not been getting any kind of physical exercise whatsoever, you don't need to go 6 days a week. It's not going to behoove you. If anything, it's probably going to burn you out really, really quick, and you're gonna be real freaking sore, I'm sure, too. So maybe if we've been completely inactive and the gyms are open and available, maybe we try and get to the gym 2 days a week, and maybe 2 days a week we can go do some sort of outdoor activity for cardiovascular activity, right? For some of us, obviously, it's not going to be doable, but here in Florida, weather is quite manageable, right? So maybe it's a walk, maybe it's going for a bike ride or a hike, something of the sort. just to get outdoors. Maybe we don't have that ability, so maybe we do 20 minutes walking on the treadmill. Maybe we go down the recumbent bike, take the dogs for some extra walks, those kinds of things. So we're still doing the right things to make progress towards those fitness and health goals. We're still doing the right things to say, hey, okay, I'm going to increase my energy expenditure. I'm going to do the right things to make sure my heart health and cardiovascular health are good. But it's not so overwhelming that you're like, oh, every single morning I have to wake up and do this. Tuesdays, Fridays, maybe those are my days. Maybe I do it Saturday, Sunday. I have active days on the weekend. Awesome. Now, the other main thing that we're going to be aware of is our food habits. And this one I think is really easy to try and overhaul completely. However, that can sometimes make things quite difficult. So let's talk about some of the ways that we can change that to make improvement without changing our entire lives. So I think the big thing is going to be cooking, and it does take time, yes, and it is a pain in the ass, yes, it can be 100%. So we want to make it as little of a pain in the ass as possible. For me, this normally means taking an hour or two out of the day and prepping stuff up in bulk ahead of time, so it's easy, it's convenient, it's doable. For me, I care less about, something tasting really crazy good or something of the sort. My big thing is, can I get it done? Is it convenient? So I want to be able to just take it out, portion it, weigh it, fucking go on about my day, boom, done, there we are. There we is. And I want that to be it. So maybe it's scheduling time on your day off on a Sunday. Saying, hey, here's a couple hours, I'm gonna cook up some chicken, I'll put some stuff in the freezer so that I can take it out as needed throughout the week. I can do some veggies ahead of time. That way, when we get to the day, it's easy. The food is there, it's already made, so it's the easy choice to make. It's like, well, I don't have to spend money on this, I don't have to stop out of my way, it's boom, it's there, it's done, it's easy. And you can still make stuff you enjoy. Like, there's no reason you can't use a lean beef to do a burger, or sandwich thins, or lower calorie sandwich bread. There's no reason we can't do that. There's no reason we can't find a lower fat option or a leaner meat option for a lot of the stuff that we do. Maybe we use, instead of a full fat butter, maybe we use I can't believe it's not butter, or something of the sort that's a lower fat option, right? Maybe we just drop the portion size on that a little bit. So we're not making a complete overhaul of what we're doing. We're not changing everything so bad to where we're hungry all day long, every single day. We're cranky, we're moody, right? But we're still doing the right kind of things that are in fact going to help us to create a calorie deficit if weight loss is what we need, or a calorie surplus if weight gain is what some of us need. And we're doing the right things to make that manageable and realistic and easy, okay? So I think the big thing here is figure out ways that are less intrusive to your life. Worry about a small change. I know it doesn't feel like we're doing as much, but if we do a small change, and when we master that, it's fucking done. We got that shit. We're the best. Then we can do a new small change. Master that. And then a new small change. And we master that. And you know what happens after 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months of making those small improvements and those small changes over time? Guess what? After 6 months, we've done it. We're there. We're looking at the longer term picture. The big thing of let's not only get there, let's get there without hating what we have to do to get there. And let's get there in a manner that sets us up to be successful, to stay in that healthy place, to stay where we're feeling good about whatever it is we need to feel good about, right? How we look, how we feel, our health, our blood panels, those kinds of things. So let's do the stuff to look at it in a long term, in a big scope enough to where we're really making sure that we're not just succeeding for the month of January or the week 1 or week 2, but we're doing stuff to set ourselves up to succeed in June and in July, in October and in November and 2021 and 2022, and you get it. So I'll leave it there. I'm shutting my mouth. I hope you all are having a wonderful start to 2021 so far. I hope that this is your year.